Hello angels, and welcome to this Angelic Creations reading for you, read by me, Renee Essex at Angelic Creations. I am a light worker, a therapist, a best-selling author, and a professional intuitive card reader, tarot and oracle cards. So welcome. First of all, if this is your first time watching my videos, please do feel free to subscribe to my channel, Angelic Creations TV, so that you can receive other free readings whenever you feel like it. I literally have playlists for different things, like the free oracle readings, so you can choose a reading a day or a reading a week or a reading a month whenever you feel that you need some guidance. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're a regular client of mine, if you're a regular watcher, subscriber, enjoy this month's reading. I was going to say this month, but it's not necessarily this month, is it? So enjoy your reading for today. So here I've prepared 3 cards from the Crystal Visions tarot cards by Jennifer Galasso, because I think these are so pretty and I really do love them. I hope you don't mind the shadow. I'm trying not to overshadow the cards, but let's see. We'll do our best. So here is your challenge card. Ooh, look at that. Okay, now look at how pretty the High Priestess is here. I'm going to try and find a better view for you. See if this works. Okay, that is not going to work, so let's do this. As you can see, she's surrounded by butterflies. And the High Priestess in traditional tarot sits on a throne as in front of a veil, protected by the veil. But here she's standing in her power with a scepter in her left hand. And the High Priestess is really your intuitive side, your feminine guidance, the wisdom from above, the Divine Mother expressing itself in the world. And so if this is landing in your challenge aspect, it's telling me that you haven't meditated recently, you're not so much in tune with your intuition, things aren't flowing, you're not getting the ideas that you want. If you're trying to make a decision or a life change, you're not getting the inspiration or the motivation. It's just things aren't flowing your way. And meditation and sitting in silence is very difficult right now. So I wonder what's going on in your life that's preventing you from tuning into your higher wisdom. Also, this is very much pertaining to dreams and the artistic aspect. So again, if there's a challenge there with your creativity or your dreams, if you're not remembering your dreams, your dreams can hold vital clues, vital information and guidance for you. And sometimes if you're not able to tune into them, if you can't remember them, how are they going to serve you? I mean, they still work on a subconscious level, but it would be nice if you could remember your dreams and write them in a journal, right? So, let's have a look at your advice. You're blocked creatively and intuitively. Let's have a look at the advice here. King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's try and zoom in here. Here's this very steady, grounded king with crystals, because of course crystals are of the earth. He's an earth sign, the King of Pentacles, and there's crystals in the earth there by his feet. And so this is very, very much, it's an interesting, it's almost like an oxymoron, but it's an interesting thing, because in order to reach your spirituality, to get creative and reach those higher vibrations, the etheric dimension, it's telling you that you need to get grounded into the world. And it's like, well, how does that work, Renee? How would me being more grounded help with that? Well, it's like in singing, like I say, because I'm a professional singer as well. When you learn to sing, sometimes your register, your range. Sometimes if you're working too much on the low notes, and you're not working on the higher notes, sometimes it doesn't. Sorry, I'm not being very communicative, am I? This is really working on me today. See, it's working. It's showing us what we're missing here. Okay, let me start again. When you're singing, sometimes if you're singing a particular song, if you're in a show and you're singing a particular part of your voice, like the lower part of your voice. You're not able to access the higher part because it's out of practice. However, sometimes what works out is that you're strengthening this side, and sometimes what happens is actually, if you also try and balance it by singing a few more higher songs, you'll find that this being strong strengthens that, the higher register. So in the same way, it's like the more you can get your feet on the ground and grounded in the world, the more you can bump up your energy and access higher dimensions, if you will. And that works because, and I learned this in yoga as well, if your feet aren't grounded, another example for you, if you're not stable in a yoga pose or in any kind of physical sort of activity or sport, then how are you going to do all those amazing other things? Think of gymnastics. If you haven't got the basics grounded, if your feet aren't grounded, how can you lift up? So it's a polar opposite idea here. However, it's one supports the other. Okay, so let's think of ways for you to get grounded now. Maybe you need to eat some grounding food. Maybe, like root vegetables, things that come from the earth, carrots and all sorts of vegetables that grow out of the ground. Maybe it's time to go into the garden. Just even spending 5 minutes in the garden is healing and very grounding. But if you could spend time outdoors in nature, that's going to be really useful to you as well. Literally, sometimes you can do something called earthing, where you take off your shoes and your socks and you put your feet on the earth. And that's very grounding, even if it's just 5 minutes, because of the earth's electromagnetic frequency, the earth's magnetism. And your body becomes grounded. Be aware of your body, do more exercise, more body-based things. The physical aspects of life, which is your sacral chakra, the one that you sit on. Your legs and your feet in particular, these are the grounding forces of your body, the grounding aspect. So if you're taking care, maybe have a foot massage, reflexology. Take care of the lower part of your body and take care of your body as a whole as well. This will ground you and help you to reach higher dimensions. And actually, I think it was Sonia Choquette that said that if you take care of your physical body, then the psychic stuff will take care of itself. Because you can't be psychic if you're not, well, you can be psychic, but if you're not in the world, it's not really very useful, is it? Vicky Wall, from the founder of Aurosoma, says that, there's something along the lines of, what's the point of being spiritual if you're no earthly good? What's the point of all of this wonderful stuff if you can't ground it, bring it to earth and help people or help yourself, right? Or the planet, or the animals. So it's very important for you to ground yourself in the world right now, so you can reach the higher dimensions, so you can get your creativity flowing again, so you can have energy and inspiration for your next step in your life and your creative projects. And was it Sonia Choquette? I was going to say, yeah, that it's the most spiritual thing sometimes is the most spiritual step you can take. No, excuse me. The first step in becoming psychic, that's what she says, the first step in becoming psychic is taking care of your physical body. So there you go. I'm really sorry that I'm all jumbled today. I think it's the influence of this card. And also, as I'm reading this, we've had the triple aspect of a comet, a full moon, and something else. I'm in February 2017. Oh, a lunar eclipse. So all those things are playing with me right now. And also, my husband went out for a jog today and he said that all the drivers on the road were crazy. So there is something in the air. So if you're feeling that right now, it could be that energy. It could be a lunar energy going on when you watch this. Ooh, look at that. So the outcome is the Devil card. Now, as we read it in this spread, usually the Devil is a negative card. It could indicate negative thinking and everything. But in this spread, because we're talking about the body and grounding and we're moving here, the Devil you can relate to being very physical. And in this card, he's portrayed there playing the flute. It could be Pan, sometimes people say. That's up to you whether you believe that or not. But he's playing on the panpipes there, and he's got his horns there and his hooves. And there is a lady there under the tree with fruit in her hand. I don't know if it's an apple tree, I don't know. Could be a pomegranate even, which indicates sexuality. And there's the upside down pentacle. So, in this spread, it really looks like your grounding takes you to another level, sexuality. This is how this can be read as well. And it's a really juicy card, especially in this spread. So I'm thinking 50 Shades of Grey all of a sudden. You know, it's a very sexual card, a very sensual card. And in this sense, it can be read quite positively. And if you look at the word, the devil, it's got evil in it as well. But if you turn it around and read it the other way around, it's lived. So it's about you living at the moment. And that's quite interesting because, you know, here it feels like you're not living, you're not being creative, things aren't flowing. Whereas here, if you're just having your life experiences, if you're living through the flesh, you know, if you are making love and, you know, just experiencing the world, good food, good wine, you know, all the physical stuff, in living and enjoying it, then this will take care of itself. Again, it's very grounding. This is highly grounded, and it's kind of like enjoy your body, enjoy the physical realm, and don't worry so much about this, because once you're enjoying yourself, once you've hit your vortex, as Abraham would say, once you're having fun and living in the moment and doing all these things that have been created for us on earth to experience, this physical material world, then that will come, because that's always there. Our connection to the source is always there, but you've just got to live a little now and just let that take care of itself. Okay, and the other thing I was going to say, just lastly, is ground yourself through your dreams. So if at the moment you're not remembering it, once you start grounding yourself here, you'll start to remember your dreams again. And I would recommend putting a little dream journal by your bed, so that when you wake up, as soon as you wake up, you write down a little note about what you dreamt about. And the more you practice that, the more the creativity and the ideas will come, and your guidance, and as well as your intuition. That, you know, this is a psychic exercise as well. The more you can do that, the more that will facilitate the flow of energy, and you'll get more and more inspiration and ideas coming through. So I hope you've enjoyed today's reading. I'm sorry it's a little bit muddled, but we got there in the end, and I really feel that it's connected to the reading, which is why I'm a bit tongue-tied. This is Renee for Angelic Creations. I'm sending you so much love and light, and as we always do, I'm going to see if we can do it this way, because I'm self-taping. Put your hands together. I can't do it, so I'm going to do one hand here, hand there, but you put your hands together and say Namaste. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel or my Facebook page, Angelic Creations page, or do subscribe to my weekly newsletter, my monthly newsletters, which is www.angelic-creations.net. And there, if you put your email in, you'll receive a free gift straight away. The 5 spiritual principles of living a great life. And that will go into your email inbox straight away. You'll get one a week. All right, lots of love and have a great day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.